one thing that Xero doesn't have that I've incorporated is obviously Xero equipment. He does door jam moves rather than do the door jam rows. Or I know in a week or so there's the door jam like bicep curl. I sub in inverted rows. I'd like to start working on my pull-ups as well as just chin-ups. I prefer that. It works out better down in my home gym. But I'm liking, I think it's important to note, Xero is only 6 weeks. It's not a 12-week program, which traditionally his programs are 12 weeks. He has gone on and started doing the 4-month programs. But I like this setup. So you'll have, in 1 week, you have 2 strength workouts, 2 burst training, conditioning workouts, and then your challenge. I've never been a fan of the challenges. I think they set you up for like injury if you're not real careful. Usually I just look at those as just a more intensive workout. But I like the fact that in the week, those 2 strength workouts are set up differently. Like today's workout was just straight sets to failure. And the other workout, Monday's workout, is, and this workout today, 6 moves, targeting, your major muscles, chest, back, quads, hamstrings, shoulders. And then the other strength workout is to extended failure. So where you'll do supersets or a combo, and you'll start out with the more difficult move, do that to failure, then immediately follow that up with an easier move to extend your failure, your reach to failure. So it's kind of nice that in that 1 week, 2 strength workouts, but they're very, that they're set up differently. So it doesn't feel too repetitive. I also am quite excited about the burst training. So far, did 1 burst training workout. I still have another one to do because I flip-flopped the workouts. So tomorrow will be a burst training workout. Hey everybody, so quick update. I think it's been a couple of days since I did the last Xero workout I did, which to be honest with you, it's the worst one in my opinion because it's the extended fatigue. So you've got 5 supersets, so a total of 10 exercises, and it's the longest workout, at least in that week. Obviously 10 exercises, everything's being done to failure. It's exhausting. You're pretty shot by the end. Not to mention, I'm coming into these workouts mentally and physically just shot. I've finally come to the conclusion that I think summer 2022's theme is just going to be survival mode and hope that there's minimal damage along the way, because I'm just hoping to not lose too much of my physical abilities. I don't think very many gains are going to be made unless it's in the weight department. Just my stress levels this is the most stressed out I've been in a very long time. I know a lot of people really struggled with the pandemic and everything being shut down. Besides like the kids kind of driving me a little crazy here and there, I didn't mind. I was okay with it being such a homebody and being in my home and everything being set. I'm very, very into routines and I just stuck to my routines, I did fine. You throw me into the new house and I am just overwhelmed, I feel like, with the amount of work, because as you can see behind me, that just got done to my basement. He actually just left. There were 7 of them. They had to come fill the cracks in the foundation to prevent seepage water getting into my basement. So, you know, that was my morning. Now I gotta go and clean all of it up, and it's, like I said, there's just all these little things. Still haven't got a kitchen. Really hoping by mid-July that all of that's done. But it's wearing on me. Like, it is weird. I'm just concentrating on doing the best I can to mentally make it through the day and to the, you know, end of summer, midsummer, when I have a kitchen, and unfortunately when the kids go back to school and there's just a little more time. I don't know. I'm fraying at the seams. It's not been easy. Like, getting down here, I've noticed I don't want to. Like, and it's not the program. It has nothing to do with the program. In fact, I think the fact that the program requires very little setup and, you know, racking weights and prep is helpful. This workout compared to the Monday workout with the extended failure is easier. 6 moves, you know, hitting every major muscle group, and the usual 3 sets to failure. It's just easier to digest than that superset workout that is no doubt longer. Hey everybody, finally looking to finish round 2 of week 1 of Xero. In fact, I haven't done any of the, what do you call those? The burst training sessions a second time around. I'm hoping maybe to do the core one today after the challenge, because week 1's challenge, really straightforward. 1 move. It's called the grinder. The challenge is called the grinder. It's push-ups. So do as many push-ups as you can, rest a little bit, and then try to do 1.5 times your original number. And then the amount of times that you have to, I think, set your knees down, not necessarily pause in plank position, but put your knees down for a rest. You count those up, and then that tells you where you land in regards to the challenge. Again, I just take it on as just a, I guess I should say, challenge to myself. This one around, I don't really count the amount of times I touch my knees and look at where I land in solid, basic, pro, or whatever the different levels are. So that's about it. I apologize ahead of time for the way that my review on the Xero program is going to go, because, you know, that's the way it's gonna go. My plan, I'm really hoping next week's my last week before we go on vacation. We're gone like 10 days or so. So kind of hoping to just stay on track and start week 2 next week and get that done and over before we leave for a little while. And then I really am having those mental discussions with myself that once we get back from vacation, it's time to get my ass in gear, because the weights, I'm going up. I'm feeling just not the greatest, so that's my plan, is to just get it in gear after that, because I keep thinking when I get a kitchen, you know, it'd be easier, but truth is I can't keep putting it off, because our cabinets were delivered today and one of them's busted, of course. So I just have to figure out how to work around it. You got to stop making excuses, you know. It is where it is. This is where I'm at. And go from there. Ooh, just chaotic.